All right, let me give them a couple things and then we'll move on and wrap this up. But so one of the things people don't know, well, first of all, I'll give you this one. This is this cool little metal plate that Treasure Games has in our own little Treasure Games silver cases. But I love these. Chad makes these, my business partner over there. These are metal plates, and he made one with their name on it. It says 3 real wishes, so that's for you to keep. So good for you there. You got something to remember that you chose the 3 wishes. It's always interesting to me what they're going to choose, the cash or the wishes, and then what are the wishes. And then this is really important because it's always a little bit of a letdown that they don't get to keep that lamp. They get a much smaller lamp, but it says winner on it, and it's theirs to keep, so there you go. So it's important that people realize that lamp there is a symbol of spreading the wealth.
We're going to spread our love to you.
Yeah. So it's this moment isn't about just getting, it's about giving. And so that lamp, that symbol has to go back out and be hidden again. This needs to be done 1,000 times a year in this country. Those lamps have to go back out, so no one keeps them. They get the winter lamp, that's theirs to keep, that'll remind them, and that's all theirs. But that lamp there will come back to Montana with me, and Chad and I will hide it again, and we'll just keep doing it until we can't, right? So that's what's happening there. So I just want to say congratulations to them. I need to thank Spartanburg. And so the story here is that I was an outfitter. I took a guy and his family and a bunch of people from Spartanburg on these 6-day river trips in the wilderness. And you meet some really cool people when you're an outfitter. They come from all over the world. But the people from Spartanburg, the families I took from Spartanburg stood out. They were special people. Their families were so close. And they were so close with each other's families. Now, here's a guy that took people every week. I know people. I took them from all over the world for 30 years. But Spartanburg people, there was something so kind about these families, and they were so tight-knit. And there was a guy, he's here today, I'm not going to bring him up because he didn't want me to, and he can't walk anyway, he's back there with a cast. But his name is Andrew Babb. And Andrew Babb is the reason I am in Spartanburg, because him and I met on one of my river trips. I was supposed to be teaching him some fishing tricks. He taught me a couple. He's fished all over the world. And I just always liked him, you know, and so he was always someone I could call. And so years later, when I was building this company, Treasure Games, imagine what it's like when you create something that people don't know what you're talking about. And all of a sudden you build it and you reveal it on the world, and they're like, what? Nationwide treasure hunting for $1 million and wish lamps? What the heck's this guy talking about? Well, I had a challenge of convincing people to let me hide lamps, right? They're like, this is crazy. So I called people I knew. And so Region 10 that had South Carolina, and I called Andrew Babb, the first person I called. And I said, look, this is what I'm doing. And he's just kind of smiling on the other end of the phone, you know, because he knows me. Like if Dirk's going to build something, he's going to build it. And eventually it'll be great. You know, he'll have some learning along the way, but he's experienced one of my companies with his family. And he brought other families. So he knows the kind of person I am. And he said, I'll tell you what, Dirk, I don't think you need my building or my business. He said, what you need is a whole city. And I said, I would love to have the whole city. And he said, well, I'm going to hook you up with the CEO and the president of One Spartanburg. His name's Alan Smith. And I will connect you to him, and I will tell him that you are legit and that he should hear your pitch. So he did. So thank you, Andrew. So now I'm going to bring up Alan Smith. Alan Smith was the first person in the United States to say our county will host one of these. And now I want to introduce Alan Smith, and he can talk about his experience. Thank you, Alan.
Dirk, thank you. Wow, what an afternoon. This is not what you expect to do on a Tuesday afternoon, so nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Second of all, I want to thank Andrew Babb as well. Andrew Babb, you're right. People that are from Spartanburg believe in Spartanburg, and he's one of the biggest believers we got. I remember back before it was cool, Andrew created some stickers that he was handing out, and they said, yes, it's in Spartanburg. And that was really a nod to the fact that there are a lot of iconic type companies, a lot of iconic type amenities in our community that other communities often claim. BMW plant Spartanburg, it's in Spartanburg. Denny's corporate headquarters, it's in Spartanburg. And now Treasure Games, yes, it's in Spartanburg, right, Andrew? So we were delighted to have you all. Billy Dunlap, our Chief Tourism Development Officer, is back there, and this caught his ear immediately. You said, we went back to the hotel. We've had thousands and thousands of people stay at our hotels. And so for us, that's real. That is real economic impact. It's also real when we can take a platform like this and some of our community's icons like Willie Taco and the Beacon and eye doctors. Who would have thought an eye doctor would have been promoted like this? Has anybody reached out to Dr. Hager?
No, he doesn't know.
We should.
It's going to be on the news tonight, though.
It is his business.
Oops. And then an iconic trail system. And
Yeah.
you're going to meet the most successful, best nonprofit leader in Spartanburg County here in a moment, Laura Ringo, and what she's been able to do. Very small organization doing big, big things, really now in 2 states. And so it was a delight to have you all. When you want to build your forever home, we encourage you to tell Buford bye-bye and Spartanburg. We'd be happy to have you and your children here, so we have a place to raise a family. So really, one last thing I want to do is I want to just tell other communities that, this is legit. Dirk said it right. When Andrew initially called me, I thought, well, this is interesting. And then Dirk called me, and Dirk has a lot of energy. Maybe even call you eccentric.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I've been called.
And I thought, well, you know what? I'm a little bit crazy too. So let's just see what happens. And the more we worked with Dirk, the more I realized how legit this could be and how we could really drive thousands of people to our community. It's also pretty neat when thousands of people come to your community and there's only about 5 or 6 people in the community that know it's happening. In fact, I encountered some of your competitors and they really had no idea, who I was and what I knew.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to meet them as well. So the Cheshires, on behalf of Spartanburg County, Spartanburg community, congratulations. We have a little something for you.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
man. We hug in South
I
Carolina.
love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Not that you will ever forget Spartanburg, but just in case, those things will help you remember Spartanburg.
Thank
So Dirk, Treasure Games, thank you. Thank you for choosing Spartanburg, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
buddy. All right. Well, Spartanburg is known for being the first in a lot of things, and they were the first. I'll always remember this city because they were the first to say yes. And now, after watching this, all you other leaders in communities, you need to get a hold of me at treasuregames.fund because I would not only like whole cities, I would like whole states, governors. I would like a wide playing field because I'm not just spreading wealth to people and families, I'm spreading wealth to communities through this platform. So we are bringing a new form of tourism, treasure hunting tourism, I call it, right? So families are coming 3 or 4 times looking, and they're making trips to these places, and it's great. It's great for businesses too, because they're going to all the business we write clues about. The next person I want to bring up, this is the last person for Spartanburg, but Alan called me because I was pretty adamant about signing a non-disclosure and him not telling anybody. And he's like, could I just tell one person? I need this one person. Her name's Laura Ringo. She knows everything about everything and she's ahead of the trails and she'll find a great spot for you. And I said, okay, it sounds like it should be done. So Laura Ringo got into the mix with us with her signing an NDA, and he was right because Laura went out scouting and would send me photos like it could go here, it could go here. And the place under the bridge, she had sent me a picture and said, well, you could hide it under this bridge on the trail. And that's exactly where we hid it. And then she helped us hide it. So come on up, Laura. Let's hear about your perspective. Share a few thoughts for us, please.
It is a pleasure to be here today and to be part of this exciting project. This is such a happy and energizing and creative initiative. We need more of this. Thank you, Dirk, Chad, and your team. My name is Laura Ringo. I'm the executive director of a nonprofit here in Spartanburg called PAL, Play, Advocate, Live Well. We're a nonprofit here focused on creating equitable opportunities for healthy eating and active living. And to new residents and to visitors, so come on over. One of our major initiatives is building out an urban trail system called the Daniel Morgan Trail System. It's a 55-mile urban trail network with the goal of making it easy and accessible and convenient for people to live healthy lifestyles. And one of those segments within the trail system is the River Birch Trail, and it is a beautiful segment along the Lawson's Fork Creek, which you all referenced in your
Yes.
story.
Very
I think that the trail development process is a great way to capture and highlight one of the things that makes Spartanburg so special. We work really well together and we say yes. And so when offered the opportunity to be part of Treasure Games, we jumped at the chance and yet said yes. After we made sure it was legit. That's not a normal call.
No, it's not normal.
But thank you, Alan and Dirk, for the invitation. And like Alan, I'd like to encourage other communities across the country to say yes. So for a little time and energy, thousands of people across the country visited Spartanburg, spent their time and money here, and the return has definitely been worth it. We loved being a key partner in this. And to Melissa and Tyler, what a special opportunity to be part of your day. So congratulations
Thank you
to
so
you and your
much.
family. We're
Thank
so excited
you.
for
Thank you.
Oh, it was nice running into you yesterday too.
Absolutely.
Back at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Your trails are beautiful.
Thank you, Laura. One thing before you leave, so Laura was the person that sent me the video, said, I'm sorry, your lamp is in a flood. And then I said, well, you go check on it. And she checked. And so she made sure it was there and she sent me a photo. But when did you find out that the lamp had fallen out?
Yesterday, when you and I were doing a quick little video after I met the Cheshires at the on site.
So our
yes.
person on site didn't
Yeah,
even know that it had
no.
fallen out till yesterday.
Yes.
So it's been found and she didn't know. I was interviewing her and I said, yeah, they found it on the ground. She goes, what? So our person here didn't even know. It was kind of surprising to you. Same to me.
Yes.
Thank you, Laura.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, so Spartanburg, we owe you a big thank you. I'll never forget who was first. I'm good at remembering who to give credit to. So thank you for stepping up. And I'd like to see us do this in more cities around this country of ours so that we could have the whole city to work with and say, you can pick any of these spots in the city, Dirk, and that would be fun for us. Plus, our clues drive people to your city and they teach them about your city. So all the clue creators are doing research and they're figuring out ways to work that in. So it's a great way to spread wealth to small businesses. All right, so to wrap this up, couple things. When I get done here, we're going to take some photos of the Cheshire family with their kids holding the winter sign. So if you want photos of that, there's some Treasure Games swag back there that's free because I don't have time to set up a shop, so I just give it away. So there's that. You can check with Chad, my partner. I'd like to thank my partner, Chad. And there's 5 of us funding this, self-funding it. It doesn't make money. We spend this much, it makes this much, right? Eventually it'll turn, hopefully, if I can get there. But if people quit finding them so fast, it would help. Don't be sorry, it was fate. It's hard when you're paying for everything with just you and your buddies. But I'd like to thank my partner, Chad, who's been with me since day one, and my other 3 partners that have joined me that are helping me fund Treasure Games, because they joined, as Alan said, I am eccentric, and Laura said, it's not normal. I'm not normal, never been normal. Don't plan on it. It's too late now. So if you join me, it's a ride. We're going to do something that's extraordinary if we can get through it. And that's what we're doing with Treasure Games. So this is the last thing I wanted to say is that this world needs positivity. This world we live in. And what I'm running into is a few naysayers that don't believe that somebody at this stage in their life would just give up their money and their friends' money to do something good. Well, here I am. I'm not hiding. It's real. Okay? It's legit. It's our 3rd winner. 4th one already won. We got to get up there to give them their award. So I'm just trying to do something good in the world. I know that's hard to believe, but believe me, as long as I'm alive, Treasure Games platform is going to be positive. Only positive. We're going to make the world better. We're going to have people out there having fun with their families and their loved ones, and there's no opinions, there's no politics, there's no divisiveness. I don't care. If you're a human being and you want to play, then play, because I'm all team human. If you're an inhabitant of Earth, we're going to try to make the world better for you. I am not the lottery. 5 of us own this company, and we will fulfill my vision and my mission, which is to make the world better and spread wealth. That's what TreasureGames.fund does. And it's about time we cut through the noise and said, here's a leader, here's a visionary who's trying to make the world positive. This is important. I may have disguised it as a treasure hunting platform, but I'm trying to change the world. Do you understand? I'm trying to change the world so we start thinking of kindness, paying it forward, third wish. That's the DNA of the culture of this company, Treasure Games, and that's why I work 7 days a week to launch this thing, and I still am. Let's make the world better. And Spartanburg, thank you for helping me. Andrew Babb, thank you for hooking me up, and congratulations. So thank you all.
Thank you.